Okay, I have a question for the boys. Are you guys afraid of opening doors for women? Because I love when people open my door.
What happened to chivalry? Does it only exist in 80s movies?
You know what pisses me off so much? When men are vocal about not wanting to pay for dates, as though it's like a feminist position.
Do you know what pisses me off? Masculine women expecting feminine treatment.
Guys don't court anymore. They don't court.
Why is it so foreign for a man to offer you on a date instead of offer himself to your home?
Is it a deal breaker if a guy asks you on a first date but then expects to split the bill with you?
What?
Leechers never have a problem with eating. It's only when it comes to paying for their meal. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Is it a deal breaker if a guy asks you on a first date but then expects to split the bill with you?
What? Yeah. Never talking to you again. If you try and split the bill, the
Why is that?
Because you invite me out on a date, you gotta pay.
So no second date after that?
Fuck no! Delete my number.
Guys don't court anymore. They don't court. Take me out to dinner. Say you're gonna pick me up at a certain time.
Yeah.
I remember dating should be an event, you know?
Yes.
You like the guy, so you want to get pretty for him, so you spend all day in the
Yes.
spa. What happened to that?
Maybe it's the feminists that create this new system. Yes, this guy I was dating cancelled on me today, and today is my birthday. We don't want to be stuck in the friend zone. The problem is, women order the most expensive thing on menus, then fill their guts and curve the guys later. No more free meals. Strong, independent and feminism women killed that. Women destroyed it all. Now it's just a business for a free meal.
How do you talk to women that's out of your league? Dear men, firstly, if you feel like she's out of your league, if you truly believe that she's out of your league, then that shows me you have a lot of self-doubt in yourself. This kind of self-doubt will show out in your behaviors, and sometimes it's very unattractive. So you need to work on your self-doubt by working on your identity and working on your confidence, and being grounded and confident in who you are.
No woman can ever be out of a man's league, because a man faces the world as it is, where a woman has to change her identity, standing in the mirror, painting over her face with a bunch of makeup to even step outside. The women who tells themselves such things are just boosting their egos and hiding their insecurities, and the men who tell women that they're out of their league aren't confident men. So again, there's no such thing as a man being out of a woman's league. We live in the same world, but faces different realities of life. If men were to stop putting women on a pedestal, we wouldn't have this issue, to be honest.
How to date a girl out of your league.
No such thing. Kayla, come on.
So men don't open car doors anymore?
How the do you think I got in here?
You talk to any guy, they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna take a girl out on a date if I just wanna fuck her, because that's the thing. They're not gonna spend money on someone that they don't wanna be with. So as a woman, we feel like, okay, if you're gonna provide for me and buy my dinner and pay for me, then that means you're investing somewhat in the relationship and you're investing in me. So we almost see that as like a security blanket. Like if I would go on a date and somebody would say like, oh, let's split the bill. For me, that would translate as like, you're not taking me seriously and like, you're not willing to invest in me as a person.
And when you invest in someone, it could go amazing
or it could go bad.
It could go bad, but that's just the thing with investing is you're gambling.
Gambling? That's like saying, pay for my food. I might give you a second date, I might ghost. Who knows? Just gimme food. Pay for my dinner. But oh, by the way, I have 4 other guys on my roster. What are women investing? If you say time, why is the time you're investing more valuable than the time he's investing? Why the expectation of the man paying the bill? Why not the woman pay, or at least offer to pay, so that we see you're willing to invest as well? Sounds good when it's not your money. All dates are 50-50 until you're in a relationship. Then the investment begins for both of you. I'm not willing to invest in something I'm not sure about yet. Investing in someone can be as little as spending time together, getting to know each other, and seeing where things goes. It doesn't always have to be transactional. Especially going on a first date with a stranger, the bill should be split evenly. Even when some men do cover the whole bill while on a date, they never hear anything the next day and just get ghosted. There's no free meals here, lady, and most importantly, you have to think about it. What is the return from your investment?
Do you prefer chivalry or do you prefer equality?
Equality.
What about you?
I'm gonna agree.
What about yourself?
Equality.
Okay, so you said you in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who paid for the first date?
Who paid for it? Him.
Yeah. Who paid for the second date?
It's been a while.
But what you think?
Probably him.
Interesting. Who paid for the third date if you got a thing?
Probably him.
Okay, that's not equality.
You've used my logic against me.
How long would you take care of your man if he couldn't work anymore?
And be honest.
Like 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not equality. What about you, Gigi?
I've done that before, so
But you
so
broke
I would
up
say
with the
like,
dude.
well, yeah. So I would say maybe like 3 months, honestly.
3 months. And what about you?
I say a year.
The ladies that said that you prefer equality over chivalry, your answers contradicted yourselves. And the fact that I have a timeline on it, that means that it's not equal because men, it's in our nature to provide for a woman forever. So even though you say one thing, which is like a politically correct answer, because the media right now is ruled by the crazy Dems and they socially constructed your mind to believe nonsense, but true deep down in your deepest part of your soul, you don't want equality.
That is the complete truth. The women who have chosen chivalry have been happily married for years, and the women who have chosen equality spend their entire lives competing with men and still expect chivalrous acts from them. But to be honest, it's more like selective equality they're looking for, and it just doesn't work that way.
What happened to chivalry? Does it only exist in 80s movies? I want John Cusack holding a boombox outside my window. I want to ride off on a lawnmower with Patrick Dempsey. I want Jake from 16 Candles waiting outside the church for me. I want Judd Nelson thrusting his fist into the air because he knows he got me just once. I want my life to be like an 80s movie. Preferably one with a really awesome musical number. For no apparent reason.
Why is it so foreign for a man to offer you on a date instead of offer himself to your home? Can we bring back chivalry? Can we bring back gentlemen? Can we bring back roses on the first date?
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
We're biased. We're women.
No, that's not a good answer.
Do you believe we're in a transitional phase between women being old-fashioned and being independent?
Yes, we're already there.
If so, what are we transitioning to?
Feminism.
I hope we're transitioning to women and men being equal.
We're transitioning into a lot of women being cat ladies.
Do you think a woman would be welcomed at a woman's march if she's pro-life or has traditional values?
Nope.
So do feminists really care
Not
about
nowadays.
all women or just the women who agree with them?
Feminists do not care about women.
So is it really about women's choice?
No, because it's not allowing each individual woman to decide for herself. It's not respecting each individual woman. It's conforming to a propaganda.
Toxic feminism is poisoning the minds of young women. I saw a video of an influencer trying to convince an 18-year-old to do OnlyFans because it's empowering that men pay to see things. Feminism used to be about equality. I used to call myself a feminist when it was about uplifting women for who we are and encouraging each other to be our best. Now, it's about devaluing men. To me, feminism means less men and women will be in relationships. So in turn, the population will plummet as a result. Feminists care about world domination, not about women. We are not the same. Men and women will never be seen the same. We are already equal. I have no rights a woman doesn't have. These women want superiority, not equality. Feminism is only supporting women that goes along with whatever they push into the world. For the women who are against it and still have traditional values, These women suffer greatly, even though the movement is about women supporting other women for what they stand for. One thing is for sure, though, 2030 will be a day to remember, because a lot of women will be single, and many cats will be added to their homes.
Okay, I have a question for the boys. Are you guys afraid of opening doors for women? Because I love when people open my door, but I also have like a little bit of feminism in me, where like I can handle it, but when guys open my door, it just gives me that like female energy that I love. So do you guys not open doors anymore because you're scared that women are going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm capable of opening my own door? Or just because you don't want to? Or, yeah. What's the deal with not opening doors anymore for women? Respond?
You'll pick up this "f*** men" attitude and refuse to follow traditional gender norms for women, but expect men to continue being yo simps and servants. Y'all ungrateful most of the time. I thought women wanted to be independent. Women's rights? Equal rights? Make your minds up. You ever think you are not worth it? Maybe because they shouldn't be treated better than men. You're independent, so do it yourself. If you hear this woman correctly, she said, I have a little bit of feminism in me. What exactly is that supposed to mean? Maybe the men can sense it, and that's why they're staying away. But men don't open doors anymore, because sometimes they're met with disrespect for their kindness. They steer clear of trying to be a gentleman, because women stated they do not need men, and can do everything by themselves.
Men aren't opening the door for you because you can't do it yourself. It's not an insult. Or the patriarchy. They are doing it to honor you because they respect you.
Guys, you want to split the bill with us on the first date? Totally fine. Respect it. Equality.
If you ask a woman out on a date, it is absolutely your duty to pay. First of all, only one of us in a heterosexual relationship is risking their life hanging out with the other one. Next, for that same date, she spent hours getting ready for you, showering, doing her hair, doing her makeup, using countless products. Then she got into a cute little outfit that she picked out just for you that requires some crazy undergarments that are cutting off her circulation while you hopped in the shower at the last minute, washed yourself with the 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash that you used on your hair, face, and balls, and then walked out, did this to your hair, and called it a day. You picking up what I'm putting down? Here's what I do recommend for the ladies. Arrive before he does and order both you a round of drinks. Order your favorite drink, and this is gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You pitched in, and next time, he should know your favorite drink. If he doesn't, bye.
I really don't know where women get this idea from, that a man should pay simply because she's drawing on her face for an hour, or how expensive her products are. Men don't care about that. If there's a date that's set up, both parties should come with their best foot forward. Maybe if women in this generation wasn't out here using men for free food, things might have been different. But for now, everyone has to pay up their share if they're serious about getting to know each other.
If you're on a date and he has to split the bill, here's how you can play it. Tilt your head to the side and look really confused. Like, really confused. Like, no one has ever asked you to do that before. Like, this idea is not even an idea in your head. You've never heard of it before. Like, what do you mean? What is splitting the bill? Look confused. To the sympathy, like, oh my god, I am so sorry. I had no idea you were struggling financially. Of course, do you need help with that? They all feel so embarrassed. We should have gone somewhere more in your price range. Just keep going. Lastly, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I thought this was a date. I didn't know that you wanted to just be friends. I really thought this was a date. I'm so embarrassed. Let me just get my card. That's how you play it.
Chivalry's dead! I don't think so. I just think boys need a little reminder to bring the enthusiasm back to them. So boys, if you're planning on taking someone on a date, pay attention. And girls, remember this is a bare minimum. We're gonna kick this off with the good old sidewalk rule. It's very easy. Guys, just walk on the side of the street. It's a sign that you're just willing to protect her no matter what happens. Yes, we are strong, independent women, but we also like to feel protected. If the street is super narrow, let her walk first, so you can have a clear visual of anything that's coming her way. Number 2, once you get to the restaurant, pull out the chair for her. It's a simple gesture of courtesy. Number 3, open the car door for her. Both times, when you're getting on and when you're getting off the car. This one is linked to offering to pick her up and dropping her off. Although, maybe skip that one if it's a first date with someone you met online. Maybe wait till you get their vibe before you give them your address. And last one. This is very simple and easy to do, but it literally can make the entire difference. It's important to make sure that everyone's having a good time. So throughout the date, you're gonna check in on her. Are you having a good time? Are you okay? Are you comfortable? Can I do something for you? Because yes, it's 2023 and we are all strong, independent women. But the fact that we can do all these things for ourselves doesn't take away from the fact that it's really, really nice to get them offered by someone else. So guys, I hope you took note. And girls, this is the bare minimum. So do be very grateful when a guy does it for you, but don't be impressed. I'll see you next time. I love you.
You can't be a strong, independent woman and expect to be treated as such. Being a strong, independent woman and chivalrous acts do not go together. If you're claiming to be a strong, independent woman, you can protect yourself. You can also walk on the side of the street. I don't know if women think claiming being a strong, masculine woman is attractive to men, but in reality it's not. For most men, that's a complete turn-off. No man wants to go on a date and sit with himself across the table.
If that man is not courting you, run. I'm being so for real. If he's not getting you flowers, if he's not trying to plan dates, run away now. He's not courting you because you're allowing him not to. You're giving him everything that he wants without him having to even try. When you know your worth, a guy will realize that you know your worth. And if he truly wants you, if you're what he really wants, he will court you, trust me.
Serious question. What would you ladies do if a man asks you to split the bill on the first date?
Okay, so believe it or not, I've actually been in this situation before, and I think this is the perfect way to handle it. So when the bill comes, if he asks to split it with you, the audacity, then I would just be like, yeah, no problem. Split the bill, don't make a fuss. And after the date, go no contact, okay? You don't need to text him and be like, thanks for a great time, because you paid for yourself. However, if he tries asking you out a second time, then I would say this. Oh, you mean like on a date? And if he was like, yeah, obviously, then I would be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just surprised because I didn't think you were interested in me last time. And then he's probably gonna be like, why? And then you can be like, well, typically if I split the bill with a guy, it's more of like a friend thing. And the reason this is a good reply is because he's probably gonna feel a little embarrassed, which he should. It's not chivalrous. And you're also asserting your standard in a really classy way. Hit the plus to follow for more, and good luck.
I always have money when I go out with someone. I never expect them to pay for nor do I play head games or try to embarrass him. Normalize not expecting that the male is the one who has to pay. I would just not text him ever again. I'm sorry, but if they don't pay for you, then they are not investing in you, which typically means they don't see it going anywhere. Know your worth. Trying to embarrass someone simply because you're too broke to pay for your own meal. Typical for some of these women. This narrative that if he doesn't pay it means he's not willing to invest in you is stupid. It's stupid because you guys are strangers. What man is willing to start investing in a woman he just met? Dating would go a lot smoother if everyone just paid for themselves and stopped the expectation that men should pay. I thought they wanted equality.
Does having multiple sex partners affect someone's ability to pair bond?
I don't think so, because I've had many sex partners and I have an incredible partner that I'm very, very emotionally close with.
Why do people think that women would be any more affected by this than men are?
More affected by emotional pair bonding? I think that we just have we are perceived as the more emotional gender.
That's just classic sexism, you know? I think that men like to have this idea that a woman will just be madly in love with them if they just fuck them one good time, and that's just not reality. We like sex with different people sometimes.
Why do men want to split the bill on the first date?
Well, I think there's a lot of girls who like to show their independence and show like, oh, I got my own, I can handle my own. It's like, oh, do you? Like, let's split the bill.
Just because a girl can pay for something doesn't mean she should be paying for something. Obviously, guys have this like idea that like, oh, she's the one, like she's so grounded because she can pay for herself, and maybe she does. That's not the point. You're supposed to be a gentleman and pay for them. I still have a problem being in that mindset where I'm like, I want to be independent woman. Like, I'm gonna buy my flights. Like, the boy's not buying my flights. But now I'm like, fly me out.
You and I are living on different planets. But there are some girls who'll be like, no, I'm not letting you pay for me. We like those girls.
I notice everything. When a guy doesn't pay a bill, when he doesn't open a door, when he doesn't let me go first, or when he doesn't do the sidewalk rule.
None of those are an issue with me. My mom raised me right.
Crazy how girls expect a man to be traditional, but the girl won't be. It's because it's a get-to-know-you session. Don't know how many times I've been ghosted after paying the first date. Women want equality, but when it comes to paying for a bill, you have to be a gentleman. So they're reverting back to gender stereotypes. Men are supposed to be traditional, but not the women. Also, many girls take advantage of us and run up the bill.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Hold on a second. I got you. I got you. I got you. Don't even touch it, you little bitch. God. Jeez. Get up, lady.
What was that?
Come on. Bitches don't open their own doors.
Oh my God.
God, get in there. Chivalry. Not dead. God.